Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's Wellness Zoom. It's great to have everyone on here. My name is Lori Ferraro, and I am zooming in from Boise, Idaho. It's starting to get a little chilly here, but man, it's a beautiful time of year. So, what I want to do before I introduce our honorary guests, I just want to share a little bit about myself. I am a wife. I've been married to my husband Greg for 32 years. I'm a mom. We have two beautiful daughters. We have two wonderful son-in-laws, and we also have two little grandsons with our third grandbaby on the way. And we don't know if that's a little boy or a little girl. So our third grandbaby is on the way, and we're super excited about that. Any day now. Cannot wait. So tonight, what I would really love for everyone on the Zoom, I just want you guys to relax, sit back, enjoy. I have my famous hot water and lemon here. I'm just gonna have a few sips throughout the Zoom, and I just want you guys to do the same. Have your favorite drink, snuggle up in a blanket, just get comfortable. We're gonna go through our products and how they're helping different people. We have 7 different testimonials that people are going to share with you tonight. We're going to be hearing from Dr. Phil. He's going to go through these products, why these products are helping so many of us, why these products are important to get into your body, to have that good nutrition in your body. And I just have to tell you, I know that I want to age gracefully. Anyone else want to age gracefully? I don't want to be in a lot of pain. I don't want to have a lot of aches. I want to be able to, run around with the grandbabies for as long as I can and just age as gracefully as I can. And I want to be as healthy as I can. I think over the last several years, we've realized how important our health is. And I just have to say, I just also have realized that it seems like we have more of a sick care system than a health care system. And I want to be able to be healthy, to help other people be healthy. And I have a huge passion with that. And I know Dr. Phil, his passion is also with health and helping other people to be healthy. And you guys, let's just sit back and learn a little bit tonight, enjoy each other's company. Like I said, grab your favorite drink, and we're just going to share a little bit tonight. So, what I would like to do, I would like to turn this over to my friend Dr. Phil. I would like him to share a little bit about himself and why he's excited about the products we're going to talk about tonight. But I just have to tell you, this gentleman, he's so smart. He's such a smart man. He's a chiropractor. He's been a chiropractor for several years. He's a family man, and he's very, very passionate about good health and nutrition. And I think him and I really connected due to that passion. So with that, I would like to turn it over to my friend who also happens to be a veteran. That's my heart. I love the veterans. My friend, Dr. Phil Spradley.
Thank you so much, Lori. This is really awesome, and thank you for the opportunity to talk with all of you. Thank you, everybody who's on here. Um, I grew up from a large, proud Catholic family, and my wife and I are both proud Catholics, and we love our children. We have 7 children. We come similar to Lori and Greg. We come from humble beginnings. Well, we didn't have a dime to our name, when we first got married. And like Lori, we slept on an air mattress when we first got married. And, we've trekked it through together, went through the Air Force and then chiropractic school. We lived all over the place from Afghanistan to Germany to Florida. And we've just had a really wonderful time. And now I'm really excited about this opportunity. The one of the biggest reasons I'm so excited about this company is uh, twofold. Well, actually, probably threefold. Number one, I'm really excited to work with other people and helping them create their dreams for themselves. So that's huge. And what has really inspired me with this one thing is Greg and Lori and their passion behind this, what they have shown me as a mentor and the dedication that they've shown me as far as their support and what they're willing to do for me and to grow my business. And I'm excited about the product because the ingredients are just they're just incredible. The more I read about them, the more I'm kind of blown away by them. And I I can't wait to help to build this team that Greg and Lori are helping me build, and to welcome others on this team who maybe are on the fence and aren't maybe don't understand the opportunity that we have at our fingertips right now. But if you listen to what Greg and Lori have to say and their leadership, they're going to guide you in the right direction. I know that.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate you. I just appreciate all of your help with all, I mean, everybody on the team. We are just so thankful for your knowledge, for your expertise, and for you taking the time to bless all of us and share some of those amazing things in that brain of yours. And I love how you share it in a way that we all understand. It's a very easy way. I mean, I know there's all these, you know, scientific terms and different things, but you keep it so that we can all understand it. And I appreciate that a lot.
Oh, good, good. Well, I'm the same way. I'm not the smartest tool in the shed. I appreciate you and Greg simplifying the business aspect of this because I have no idea what to do with this, and I'm really glad that I was listening to you guys from Sunday night's call, and I was just blown away by you guys and what you're doing to make this happen. So thank you guys.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Well, shall we get into our first product? Our first product is called Vitalite, and that's a packet of vitamins, supplements that you can take each and every morning. And I would highly recommend taking them in the morning versus later in the day or too late in the day because they do give you a lot of energy. And I love that it's one little packet with 5 supplements in it that you can just, you know, rip open, take real quick. And here's one of my favorite things. You can take it on an empty stomach. And I would encourage you to take it on an empty stomach because I personally, Dr. Phil, I've had so many people say, oh, Lori, there are so many supplements out there. How do I know this is any different? What makes yours different? There's so many. And I'm like, take this tomorrow morning on an empty stomach. And the first thing their eyes get big and they say, well, I can't do that. Why not? Well, I'll get sick or I'll vomit or I'll feel queasy the rest of the day. And that's how you're going to know ours are different. That's not going to happen. And I'm sure Dr. Phil will talk about this, but you guys, it's whole foods, not a bunch of fillers, not a bunch of things that are going to hurt your stomach. It's whole foods. And there's one reason that you will know ours are different. I'm going to encourage everyone, if you haven't tried it, it won't make you sick. Take it tomorrow morning on an empty stomach. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to you, Dr. Phil, to share a little
Okay.
bit of your expertise with Vitalite.
Yes, absolutely. And I would say probably the biggest thing with Vitality is well, the two biggest things are the quality of the ingredients, like you were saying, and the absorbability of these ingredients. I think that's probably what's making it so that it's not hurting because I'm hearing the same things from my patients. They're saying I've never been able to take some of them that are really sensitive. My stomach is so sensitive that I can't take other multivitamins. And this one, they'll tell me this one is the first one I've been able to take that doesn't hurt my stomach. And the big deal with these multivitamins, among other things that I was looking at the ingredients of Vitality, but one of the biggest things are the B complex. I think the last study I was reading on, about 60% of Americans have an issue methylating B vitamins. And that's an issue metabolizing, that's an issue breaking down, that's an issue absorbing them. And if you have an issue absorbing these B vitamins, especially, you're going to have neurological issues from not having enough B12 and B6s. You're going to have issues with B9, folate or folic acid, and utilizing collagen. And that's one of the silver linings or one of the silver threads that we're going to see through a lot of these products. Connecting them all together is collagen. Collagen is going to be a huge one, and you can't utilize collagen without having enough folate or folic acid in your diet. And this is an excellent way to get a good amount, a great amount of B9. It can also, like I was talking to you last time, Lori, when we took embryology, one of the things that they told us, among many other things that I don't even remember, but one of the things that they told us was Down syndrome can be caused from a folic acid deficiency. So This is the importance of having these available, bioavailable, and the absorbability of these nutrients among the fish oil. We know we need these fatty acids in order for our brain to function, for joint flexibility and lubrication. I mean, there's so many qualities to just Vitalite. Vitalite could probably be a multi-billion dollar product just by itself.
Wow. Wow. No, I completely agree with you. And I love the being able to take it on empty stomach because I like to be able to do that and then go to the gym and then eat after the gym. And I mean, I can do all that and not feel queasy, not feel sick. So I love that. And I also love that it gives you that burst of steady energy. It's not like an energy drink where you go high and then you go low. And I do have a testimonial for you tonight, Dr. Phil, and I'm going to
Oh,
turn it
great.
over to Patrick. Take it away, Patrick.
Awesome.
All right,
Welcome,
all
Patrick.
right. Hey, welcome, welcome. I'm Patrick Toussaint from Idaho Falls, Idaho, and I'm an athlete. I love burpees. I love Spartans. I had an itch Sunday night to yesterday just wake up early in the morning and run stairs for an hour, and I posted that and my feelings before and after that. And before I did that, I showed everybody, hey, I'm taking these multivitamins. The thing I love most about Vitalite is I know that when I take that, I'm putting 72 trace minerals in my system, amino acids, superfood fruits, a serving of salmon, because that's the equivalent of omega-3. So when I do that, mentally, I know, like, look, I can just take this, drink some water, and then go. And guys, I'm crazy. I like to push my body to the max. So I've watched how I responded, and it's amazing. That little packet of Vitalite gives me the energy, the endurance, and ability I need to perform at a high level. So I love Vitalite. When I do my Spartan races, I'll take two because I like to do two Spartans in one day. I'm crazy like that. So I'll do a Vitalite before each race that day. And again, I just like knowing that it's the right fuel and it gives me the ability to perform at a high level. The biggest thing is I know that most health issues are because of a lack of nutrition. And I know by taking Vitalite, I'm giving my body the nutrients that it needs in a highly bioavailable level so I can just have better health. So I love Vitalite. I recommend everybody get it. And it's interesting that people that have used it, taken it, man, sleep better, feel better, less stomach issues because of the digestive enzymes. So Vitalite rocks. Do it. I love it. Keeps me fit. Go Sparta.
Awesome. Thanks, Patrick. That was awesome. Man, I love your passion, and I I wish I had the drive that you have for your physique. That's amazing. I
Patrick
want to.
is super healthy and I mean, I'm telling you, who can do one Spartan, let alone two in a day? And if for those of you who don't know what a Spartan is, Spartan race, Google it. It's pretty phenomenal that someone could do one, let alone two. And I mean, Patrick looks really young and he looks wonderful, but he's like around my age. I'm 51, you guys. He's right around my age and he's running around like a little young chicken. So
Wow. Well done,
talk about
Patrick.
aging
Well done. That's
gracefully.
amazing. And you mentioned fillers, Lori. It's very true. Most of the supplements out there have a lot of fillers because for better or worse, I think it's for better because I think the free market should have a say in what's out there on the shelves. But a lot of them have fillers because there's no FDA guidelines of what can be a supplement and what's not. So anything can go out there unless you're killing someone, then they'll make you pull it off the shelf. But I think Vitality is going to be leading the market in this. So for sure.
Yeah, I agree. And it is crazy that they can put anything out there, like you said, and sell it. And if we don't know, if we don't know better, I mean, they can make even a great commercial on TV, but it doesn't mean it's absorbing properly, which is really, really sad. I mean, yeah, we
Right.
could talk about
And
that for probably
right.
an
We
hour.
probably could. And we have the science behind ours, which is amazing.
It is. So these are the little packets, guys, and they are phenomenal. So one a day, can I say one a day will probably help keep the doctor away.
Yeah, that's right. Unless you need
Okay.
adjusted, then you can always
Right,
come and
right.
see.
Yes. Depends on what kind of doctor. Yes.
Right. I'm kidding.
Let's move on to collagen. Oh my gosh, collagen it's a hot topic. It is a hot topic for many reasons. And I think the first thing that people think of when they hear collagen, Dr. Phil, is like hair, skin, and nails. Like that's just like the first thing. But I don't even think everybody realizes all of the things that collagen actually helps with in our body. And I know you're a big promoter of collagen, not just any collagen, but good collagen, which we have
Mhm.
because ours is micronized, ours is hydrolyzed, ours is marine based. I'm going to turn it over to you, Dr. Phil, because I can't say enough about our collagen.
No, I can't either. And it goes back to, I mean, the collagen, yes, we want nice looking hair and nails, but the collagen is all throughout our body. I mean, you have myofascia, you have tendons, you have ligaments, I mean, the list can go on. But here's another thing that a lot of people don't realize, and we're going to talk about this with the next one, I believe. The health of the gut has a lot to do with collagen. If you take ibuprofen, yes, it may decrease some pain that you're experiencing, but ibuprofen is going to wipe the collagen out of your gut, out of your small intestine that holds the villi together. So the villi are little fingers in the gut, and they should be held together like this so it can absorb your food properly. When you take ibuprofen, it wipes out the collagen that holds them together, leaving spaces in your small intestine. So now whole food particles are falling through and getting into the blood supply that they're not supposed to be in. And that's where you have a lot of autoimmune issues. Your immune system is going after those whole food particles that aren't supposed to be there. So you need collagen to heal your gut. You need collagen and you need to be able to absorb your collagen. So just a quick testimonial of my own. I injured my right knee years ago playing basketball in Afghanistan. And then I hurt my left knee playing hockey about a year ago. And I've been rehabbing both of my knees. They've been feeling really strong. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I was playing basketball again, and I turned wrong and hurt my right knee. Not bad. I could still play and I was still walking. But last week, it was really bothering me after working on it. I decided to take the collagen, but I took the collagen with the Vitality together to make sure that I was absorbing that collagen. And I'm telling you, it's been night and day just since last week of not being able to walk. I mean, I was starting to limp by the end of last week, and just over the weekend, taking the collagen and the Vitality together so that I have the right amount of B9 that I'm absorbing to utilize the collagen. My knee feels great this week, and I've been working on it. I've been starting about 8 a.m. to about 7:30 at night yesterday and today, and my knee feels great. So that's just a little testimonial. But yeah, you combine you combine the Vitality with the collagen, you better watch out. You're going to start feeling really good. You're going to have the energy to do those Spartan races and everything, and the strength. Your ligaments and your tendons are going to have the strength for it. You're going to start absorbing more food out of what you're eating every day too, the good nutrients out of the food. You're going to be decreasing the inflammation just by healing up your gut. So yeah, it's been great.
Wow. Wow. Do you guys see why we have Dr. Phil on? I mean, just wow. I'm like, this is fantastic. I'm taking notes and I'm just like, I mean, the V9, like I didn't realize, and the combining of the two and how much more the collagen is absorbing, that's just fantastic. And I do have another testimonial for you, Dr. Phil. I'm going to
Oh,
turn it
awesome.
to Kristen.
Welcome, Kristen.
Hello, Dr. Phil. How are you tonight?
Good, thanks.
Uh, my name is Kristen Ruby, and I am from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I'm just going to talk about the collagen. It helps you look absolutely gorgeous with the skin and nails and things like that. But in addition to that, it helps me, build up the collagen. And the thing that I notice most is similar to what you just talked about with my knees. I've had knee replacements, and it's been a couple of years and things like that. And my knees just didn't feel like they were, beforehand, normally. So it seems like my knees are a lot stronger than they have been in the past, and it's been helping a whole lot.
Wow. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing, Kristen. It's really great to hear those. And like we were talking last week, Lori, these are, anecdotal stories, but these are our stories. These are your stories. These are Kristen's stories and Patrick's stories, and they mean something. And they mean something to someone who you're telling because you have a personal story behind it. So it's a big deal.
It is a big deal. And I'm thinking, I don't know, you guys, do you think we need to keep Dr. Phil off the basketball court? He said twice now he's injured in it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh man,
oh,
I refuse to get old.
I'm right. I think nobody wants to get old, right?
No,
I mean,
no.
it's crazy because I feel like in our minds, our minds stay young. Our minds stay like a certain age, and then our bodies age, and it's like, oh no, 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 no. We got to just age as gracefully as I can because my mind is not going to be what my body is someday, and I want them to at least be kind of close, right? I think
How
we all,
great is it that we have three for
right?
that reason? Yeah,
It's so good. It's so
I
good.
know.
So how about we move on to Revive? I got to grab our Revive here. So this is the Revive, you guys, and this is going to help with inflammation. And inflammation is the number one cause of disease. Isn't that crazy? I mean, so many things are from inflammation. And if our body is inflamed, it's swollen, it can't work proper. So I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Phil because I am not the scientist, I am not the doctor, but I know a wee bit, and then I know when to turn it over to somebody who knows a lot more.
Thanks, Lori. You give me too much credit, but I love Revive, and here's why. Patrick mentioned absorbing the nutrients that we need to get in, and one of the beautiful aspects about the Revive is I was watching a live video of someone studying parasites under a microscope, and they put turmeric in with these parasites. It's the most common human parasite is called the blood fluke, and it just annihilated them. And so that's one of the things when we have arthritis. What is arthritis? It's inflammation of the joint, right? If you have arthritis, that means you have inflammation elsewhere as well. And something you're not getting to the root cause. And the beautiful thing about Revive is it's killing those parasites, it's getting rid of the cause of that inflammation. But going back to gut health, it all goes back to gut health. I'm probably going to go back to gut health a lot throughout this talk, but Revive goes in and it heals the gut. It kills those parasites. It helps one thing about the turmeric too, it helps you actually start producing collagen. So there's that silver lining again. Turmeric or curcumin, which is what you get from turmeric, it helps to heal the gut and it helps you start producing your own collagen so that everything can function the way that it's supposed to. Everything can heal up. The joints can be strong, your ligaments can be strong, your myofascia can hold everything together. But not only that, myofascia, I shouldn't probably go on this tangent, but there's studies that recently came out talking about myofascia and how important the myofascia is in the body. It is actually used as a transmission medium for messages. So with light, so it's using the myofascia as like an LED or using it as it's sending messages with light, so it's instant throughout the body. And you need collagen. You need healthy collagen for your myofascia. So this is huge, reducing that inflammation, getting these nutrients, absorbing the nutrients, and it's just going to help overall health. So it's incredible.
Wow. 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 Again, learning something new. I mean, I've already
The
learned, I
body's
have all these
amazing.
notes, right? It
Yeah,
is
right.
amazing. And I love taking notes on all of these things that you're saying. And you guys, it's so important that we know and understand things that can help our body. And wow, just realizing that not only is it taking inflammation down, but it's helping my body to produce more of its own collagen, which in turn is helping my gut health, which if you have a strong gut biome, it helps your whole body. I mean, wow, all the connections. Like you guys, this is so, so good. Well, I'm going to turn it over now to our friend Tracy, who has a testimonial to share about Revive.
Oh, awesome.
Uh,
Thanks, Tracy. Welcome.
uh, Hi, I'm Tracy Gillette, and I'm in Fort Mojave, Arizona, which is over by Laughlin, if anyone knows where that is. And my story with Revive has a whole bunch of caveats. I have so many different things. I started taking it not because I was in any pain or anything. I started taking that because my mom had a heart attack, and inflammation is, from what I was told by someone, when doctor, that inflammation of the heart. So I was being proactive. So I was doing that, and I had a headache. So instead of taking pills, because my mom, when she passed away, was on 21 different pills, I took Revive. And I'm sitting there working, doing what I'm doing, and all of a sudden I realized my headache's gone. So now on my desk, I have my little pill bottle, and every time someone comes in the house, I don't give them Advil when they ask, I give them Revive. So after that, it was a Super Bowl Sunday. I went to a party. I came back home and I slipped and I fell and I broke my tibia and my fibula. So I have a plate and 8 screws on my ankle. So I had to have surgery. I went into the doctor the second day and my foot was wrapped and he unwrapped and I just screamed to my husband, "Get me my Revive, get me my Revive." And he's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Just get it to me." So I went into the doctor, they unwrapped it, they said, "Oh, your ankle's not swollen." And I'm like, "Yes." Well, then I had the surgery and it swelled. So cast 2 weeks in a brace and but I couldn't walk for 10 weeks because they didn't want the two look like nails pull out. So I was able to do the exercises. I was taking pain pills, Revive, and prescription Motrin. Went off the pain pills because it made me depressed. Had the Motrin. I thought that was keeping the pain away. Ran out of the Revive. My pain came back. So got rid of all the medication and started with the Revive. So 10 weeks goes by. I walk into the doctor's and I show him. I stand there with my leg up with my broken foot that's healed and said, "See, doc, I don't need rehab." He goes, "Well, I want you to talk to our physical therapist." Luckily, the physical therapist was not there. I had no rehab. So I'm not sure if it was my, shining star, but that's what happened when I added Revive to my life.
Wow, that's amazing, Tracy. Thank you for sharing that. A lot of my patients who have been having a lot of pain that get on Revive have told me that it's been probably their best painkiller than any other painkiller that they've had. So yeah, it's probably it's it's right there with everybody else. It probably is having a huge effect on your healing and your inflammation and your pain. So that's incredible.
And now she's running around and dancing. I've been on a dance floor with her and she can tear it up.
That's
And
awesome.
I'm country western dancing on Tuesday night, so I gave that up today for you guys.
Oh,
Oh, thanks.
thank
I had to pack
you.
we're leaving tomorrow, so I had to pack. So
Oh.
little fib.
Well, yeah, thanks for joining us.
Well, we love it. We love it. Well, let's move on to our Purify. So this is a product that is going to help to detox 5 major organs: your heart, your liver, your lungs, your kidneys, and your skin, which is our largest organ in the body, is our skin. And you guys, we're being bombarded each and every day with so many toxins. Toxins are in the air, toxins are in water, they're in the things that we eat. I mean, we're bombarded each and every day. So I find it to be a very good thing to detox my body. I would think that you guys would want to detox your bodies as much as we possibly can to get rid of all of that garbage that we're being infiltrated with each and every day. And I know there's other things throughout our life that we've put into our bodies that have probably compounded, and it's a good time to start getting those things out. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Dr. Phil.
Oh, thanks, Lori. Yeah, the Purify is amazing. And here's one of the many reasons why, along with detoxing all those organs you mentioned, the uh, the heavy metal, the heavy metals that we get in our environment play a huge factor in a number of things, including inflammation including I would say making our immune system susceptible to parasites. I never thought I would learn so much about parasites, and I apologize for keep going back to these, but it seems like they play a huge role in a lot of these systemic issues that people aren't addressing. Western medicine isn't addressing, and it seems to be playing a huge factor in a lot of issues like cancer, fibromyalgia, which is just a fancy term for that they use to say, hey, you got a lot of pain and we don't know why. Systemic inflammation. So you get a lot of what attracts, I don't know if it attracts, the studies are coming out, but the studies on heavy metals correlating with parasites is pretty big. It's pretty significant. And the one thing that I love about Purify is the humic acid. It is a binder and it binds to heavy metals and it gets rid of, it's a safe and gentle way of getting rid of these heavy metals so that your body can detox. So these heavy metals get stuck in different organs that you have. Then the parasites will get in and they'll hide behind the heavy metals. So your immune system can't see them, doesn't recognize them as an infection. And then, but what they'll do is they'll secrete poison that will damage the tissue that they're in. There's studies out there. There's some evidence suggesting that type 1 diabetes is often caused by parasites, among lots of other things. So you get rid of the heavy metals, you detox these organs, going back, then you kill the parasites with the Revive. Then you start rebuilding your gut health with the collagen, and then you start absorbing the nutrients that you need that you weren't able to absorb because of that lining that the parasites will actually create in your intestines, so that you're not able to absorb good nutrients. I mean, it's a recipe for disaster, but amazingly, we have the answer now and the science to prove it. So it's incredible what the Purify is doing.
It is incredible. I have a quick question for you, Dr. Phil. So I just want to let everyone know, if you don't have one of these, you've never tried Purify, on the label, it says serving size 1 capsule per day. Now, that's like a maintenance. So if you were detoxed and you were maintaining that, I would recommend 1 capsule a day. Dr. Phil, what would you recommend for somebody that is like, I think I need a major detox? I know it only says 1, but I believe that's, a maintenance level. What would you recommend for somebody who wants to, in the beginning and then going to a maintenance level? What would be your recommendation?
Sure. Yeah, that's a great question, Lori. And I wish I could give you a straightforward answer on that, but it's going to vary from person to person, because one person's system is going to be more sensitive than another's, right? So I'm not sensitive at all really to supplements. So if I really wanted to take a big hit from these Purify, I could take a handful of them. But my counterpart, my coworker, he's really sensitive to everything. In fact, he's on a diet of pretty much just meat right now because he's so sensitive to everything. But so that's going to vary. One person may be able to only take 1, maybe even half of 1, and the next person is going to be able to take 3. But yeah, it's not a bad idea if your system can handle it. And in fact, here's another thing too, Lori, we're going to talk about immune here in a little bit, but one of the benefits of Purify and the binders in Purify is if you're coming down with a cold, if I'm coming down with a cold, for example, I'm going to take a lot of Purify to help get rid of the toxins and to help get rid of the viruses that are in my system that need help getting back into balance, right? It's phenomenal at getting rid of those toxins and bringing your system back. So, but to answer your question, I hope that answered your question. It's going to vary from person to person. I don't really have a straightforward answer for that.
No, and that's great. I love that you share that. It's a very honest answer and it makes sense. And so I'm glad that you shared that. So I would just say, if you feel that you have something that you need to detox from, you may have to play around, start with one, maybe you could move it up a little bit. You might have to play around with it. And then once you feel like you're starting to feel better, maybe go to that maintenance of just one, but that might be something each body has to play around with for a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't see any harm in experimenting with that for sure.
And we do have a testimonial. Let's turn it over to Jay.
Hey, how you doing? This is Jay up in Canada, eh?
Hey, Jay, thanks for joining us. This is awesome.
Yeah, Dr. Phil, you're kind of speaking, like it's like my life story and a lot of what you're talking about here. I take all these products, and Purify is one that, is extra special. I have it on my bedside table, so I don't forget to take it. But with me, I had toxicity in my body, and I did other detoxes, right, throughout my life, and I thought I had cleared things out. But I found that I hadn't really done a good enough job once I started on Purify, which felt much more gentle. It's like a day-to-day habitual thing as opposed to some extreme like weekend with a kit, or like I did a week-long fast one time, which was like, that's hard on your body, right? So I don't even know if that was really good for me in the end, but maybe you can, and I think it might have been the heavy metals was definitely part of it. Because there was two things, Dr. Phil, that I'm curious about. Like there was certainly my senses. It felt like a film, like a fog was lifting on my senses, after I'd taken Purify for maybe a week or two. And like less pins and needles and things like that, but just like my awareness and senses and sight and vision seemed to be a slightly more in focus. And then the other thing was, during that initial time, there was a smell that was unlike anything, that I had encountered in my own body. But then that went away. And then that's when I just felt like a different person after that. I was sort of like lighter and stuff. And so I think like some of that was definitely had to be heavy metals, but you were talking about how it pulls things that are stuck, so I mean that's what I thought was just amazing for me. So that's what I'm interested in the mechanisms of it.
Yes, absolutely. So what we're finding with a bunch of these parasites too is they create that, what I mentioned, the lining, or a biofilm is what it's also called, to protect themselves and to reproduce and everything else. So what you probably were experiencing was getting rid of that biofilm and getting rid of those toxins that they have been keeping there for who knows how long. So you're getting rid of that biofilm and all their feces and everything. You're cleaning it up, and that's why you're finding that you're having better senses, better smell, like everything. Your mental clarity, it's gonna change everything. Yeah, especially you go through and you're healing all the other organs too, and they're starting to function the way that they're supposed to. It's massive. It's huge.
Yeah. Wow. What a great testimonial too, Jay. I'm really
Yeah.
glad you shared that. And it just fits so much, with what Dr. Phil was explaining too. It totally makes sense. And I did see in the chat, I saw Cindy asking if all of these can or should be taken together. And I'll tell you this, Cindy, they all build upon each other. And here's the thing, whatever people can take and get in their body. I mean, this is good, healthy nutrition that's going to make you feel better, that's going to make you look better, it's going to make you respond better to things, all of these things. But, some people may be able to afford one product. Some people can maybe afford all the products. Just start getting some good nutrition in your body, whatever it may be. But I'll let Dr. Phil reiterate, but they do all compound and build upon each other.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with what you're saying, Lori, for sure. I would say maybe from a practical perspective, you may want to take, if you're going to take, let's say you're going to do Purify in your routine, I would maybe take that a couple of hours before you do other things, just to make sure it gets in there and it binds to things that you want to get rid of instead of the things you don't want to get rid of. So, because it may bind to some of the nutrients that you want to absorb.
Oh, very good. Very good, you guys. That's a huge, huge tip. Huge tip. Yeah, because if we just put in Vitality, we don't want to take it out with the
Right.
detox.
Right. Like what we're doing with all the filler
Right.
multivitamins,
makes
just
sense.
getting rid of them. Right.
Yeah, right. No, that makes perfect sense. I love that. I love that. Well, let's go to our immune. I know you had kind of mentioned this one a little bit earlier. I'm finding my Where's my immune box? So our immune, whoops. I mean, this is going to help us. It's cold and flu season. This is going to help big time to give your immune system a boost. And I'm going to let you take it away, Dr. Phil.
All right, thanks, Lori. Yeah, this one I have really found a lot of benefit out of the immune. In the last few months, so we see a lot of people come in to see us when they have colds, when they have everything that's going around, they're spreading all these things. And I've been taking the immune since probably since about June, off and on. And I usually I'll get sick every few weeks. Not sick, but I'll have a cold. I'll be draining, and I'll have, all the symptoms of a cold, which really, honestly, I think we should have a different perspective, and we should perceive colds differently, because really what's going on, you have so many viruses and bacteria in or on your body at any given time. And really what your symptoms are most of the time is your immune system trying to get things back into homeostasis, trying to get everything back into balance. So we shouldn't be afraid of these colds. We shouldn't be afraid. That was one of the worst things that happened with COVID, was fear. And that's how they got a lot of us. I think a lot of people were more sick than they would have been if there wasn't so much fear mongering. But that being said, sometimes, we mentioned this last week, sometimes when we're going to battle, we need some good weapons, right? And so the immune is an excellent weapon to take into battle, when you're doing your daily things. When you're going in, you have all these kids that are eating too much sugar. I don't call it flu season, I call it sugar season, because it's going to weaken your immune system. It's all the sugar from all the holidays, from Halloween all the way to Easter. You're weakening your immune system. Therefore, your immune system is struggling to keep homeostasis, to balance out all these viruses, and they get out of balance. You have some that get out of balance. So if you have good weapons to counteract those other weaknesses, it's just going to boost your immune system. It's going to make it work better, help it to work better. You don't want to take it constantly like some of these others you can do, like Vitality, because with a really good immune booster, you want to boost it for 10 days to 2 weeks, and then give it a break. Give it a break for 2 weeks or so, and then boost it again. Or if you start feeling something's out of whack a little bit, then take some immune booster. Give your immune system what it needs to fight, to get things back in order. So that's what I love about immune. And Mark was talking about this the other day. There's some research on the liposomal. Some of the products that we have, you have the liposomal technology. That's going to be good for some of the products, but not all of them. What's amazing, what our founders are doing, what Dan is doing, is he's finding the best absorbability for each of these ingredients, which is incredible. That's incredible for all of these ingredients. He's finding how it's going to get into the cell the best, and that's what he's putting into these products. It's incredible, and immune is no different. So
that is powerful. And I love how you said sugar season, not necessarily cold and flu, sugar season, which is true, you guys. It's true. Yep, powerful phrase there. Well, let's turn it over to Miss Judy.
Hi, my name is Judy Baggett, and I'm from St. Albert, Alberta, Canada. And it's cold.
All right.
Here.
Thanks for joining us,
snow.
Judy. So great to see you.
So I really like the immune. I really have not been sick for, I don't know when the last time was. And normally, I start out with a sore throat, and before the week is over with, I'm practically in bed. I can't talk. My head is so stuffed up, it isn't funny. But when I start feeling a little bit of a scratchy sore throat, or sniffles, or just chills, or whatever, I actually double up on the immune. And I wake up the next morning and I'm feeling good. It hasn't developed into all of those other things. So I really like the immune. And the other thing is, my husband is in a care home, memory care home. And, you know, we're always got somebody who is being isolated because they're sick. They got colds, they got whatever. And, you know, when I see the isolation thing go up in somebody's ward, I just make sure that he has an extra immune or a couple of them. He doesn't get sick. He never, I mean, we've had it so that there's been, I don't know how many on his ward with it that are sick, and hey, he's fine. He has not gotten any of it. So
That's
I mean,
amazing.
I swear by it. And the other thing is, if I'm traveling, if I'm going on a plane or something, I will definitely double up again on it. And you know, I just, yeah, I just feel that it is helping big time.
Great. Thank you so much, Judy. I really appreciate you sharing.
Yeah, that is an incredible story. I love, I mean, you see the isolation thing of a neighbor go up to your husband, but he's not getting sick, and you're not worried because you know we have this wonderful product and we're getting all of that boost in our immune system. So you don't have to worry either because you know he hasn't gotten sick. You've seen it time and time again, and he's staying healthy. Well, you know, there's a lot of people who wonder how do you guys stay so healthy? And Greg and I we don't want to live in fear. We don't live in fear. We don't, you know, we just live our life. But we know that we have this powerful supplement that helps to keep us healthy.
Right.
And I
Right,
feel like,
absolutely.
I mean, we're kind of like superheroes, you guys. It's like we got this special little thing. I love it. Well, thank you for sharing that, Judy. Well, let's move on to Eternal. So this is a powerful antioxidant. So this helps with many, many things. I personally, it's helped me with workouts and not being so sore and so stiff after a workout when I used to be prior to having this product. And I just realized that this helps immensely. And I know Dr. Phil has all the details of why that would be because he knows all the science stuff, which I love. I love listening to the science part. So I'm gonna pass it over to you, Dr. Phil.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. Let me grab some actually. The Eternal, I love the Eternal because of how many, it's jam-packed full of antioxidants, which Patrick will love this too when in his races as well, because you're getting rid of the,
what they think went wrong is we were also
what was that? So
Sorry about that.
sorry, I thought somebody else jumped on. But the antioxidant, the punch that the antioxidant brings is getting rid of that lactic acid. That's probably what you experienced in when you were working out doing the leg days, Lori, and it just kept getting you weren't sore because it was helping get rid of the lactic acid and the other toxins that build up. One of the biggest antioxidants that one of the greatest antioxidants that we need is glutathione. So one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is when you take Tylenol, for example, when you take Tylenol, it blocks the production of glutathione. So if you have a bunch of toxins, you know, toxins from Tylenol, for example, glutathione is one of its primary duties is to get rid of toxins. And so when you're blocking the production of glutathione, now you can't get rid of the toxins. So now, but you combine all the antioxidants that you're getting with Eternal with killing off the parasites, binding to the heavy metals and the other toxins when you're detoxing all the other organs. And now you have all the antioxidants that you need to get rid of all those toxins and to flush them through the lymphatic system and to get them out of you. So I mean, the benefits of Eternal is pretty amazing. And I think Dan was talking if there were 3 that he would hold on to. Eternal is one of the biggest ones that he wanted to hold on. Is that right, Lori? That he
Yes,
would
yes.
recommend keeping? Yeah.
Yep.
So Eternal is huge.
It is. And I love how it comes in this little sachet pack. I mean, it's just so easy. Both of our collagen and the Eternal come in these little sachet packs. I just give it a little squeeze, mix it up, open it up and you just drink it and it tastes wonderful, you guys. It's a really, really great. I like it as a snack too, which it's a healthy snack. I mean, you're not going to go wrong taking this as a snack. So I probably drink, I'm just going to be honest, you guys, I probably take more than necessary. Well, in fact, I know I do. You need like 1 or 2 a day. Sometimes I'm doing 3 or 4. My husband's like, "Are you drinking that again?" I said, "It's a good snack and it's a healthy snack. I like the way it tastes and I like the way it makes me feel." So yeah, it's a great one. So let's turn it over to our next testimonial, who is Curtis.
Hi there. Can you
Hi.
guys hear me?
Thanks for joining us, Curtis. Yeah, we can hear you great. Great
Thanks,
to
you
see
guys.
man.
Hey, it's good to see you. I'm only a couple of miles away from Dr. Phil, actually, so this is kind of special.
That's pretty awesome.
We live up here in the great expanse of northern Idaho. We're about 80 miles south of Canada. But let's talk about Eternal. Amazing, simply amazing. One of the best parts about it is it tastes so stinking good. I know Lori says she has half a dozen a day or so, but we should. I just love taking it. It's great stuff. I have kind of a little closer to home shot with this stuff. I was recently diagnosed as a diabetic, and 2 or 3 of these items that are on this ingredient list actually go and fight against insulin resistance, and that hits pretty close to home to me now. So it's something that I can really use and really consume it on a daily basis, and it really starts helping me out and actually getting my blood sugars under control. And then the other parts of it are, it gives you your daily dose of, actually more than your daily dose of CoQ10 and all the different stuff that everybody that's in my position especially needs. And of course, I love the fact that it does give you a nice shot of energy. It's a great pre-day. I take it first thing in the morning. It's a great way to start off and everything get going. And of course, it tastes fantastic, like I said. So back to you.
I love that you're finding that that's a helpful product for diabetes too. That's incredible, Curtis. And thank you for sharing. And also, Curtis and Dr. Phil have been friends, and Curtis introduced myself and my husband Greg to Dr. Phil. So we've been friends with Curtis and Rochelle for many, many years, and now that friendship has extended to them introducing us to Dr. Phil. So it's just a great group of people. So thank you for that connection as well, Curtis, and thank you for sharing your testimonial.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. And just on the well, we know that antioxidants fight cancer for one. I don't know if anybody, I'm assuming people know that. I shouldn't assume that, but antioxidants are really important for fighting off free radicals, which is what causes cancer. A lot of people say that it causes cancer. And another thing, a good point that Curtis brought up was the CoQ10, which is vitally important for heart health as well. So we're talking about a lot of incredible things here going on with these products.
See, I'm writing more notes. My head is down because I'm writing, and I'll be the first one to say it, Dr. Phil. I did not know that about the antioxidants. So when you say I shouldn't assume, I didn't know that about the antioxidants in cancer. So I don't know, maybe I'm the only one on this Zoom,
That's my
but
fault. No.
I didn't. So yeah, I'm so glad that you shared that. And yeah, I mean, that's really important. I just wrote that down about the cancer, and wow, yeah, such great information. Are you guys feeling like you're getting a lot of really great, helpful information? I mean, yeah, right? Tracy's like mind blown. I know, totally. And Patrick's thumbs up. I mean, I'm having all these notes. Like, this is really, really, really good stuff. So thank you. Well, let's go over to the Visage. So we're switching gears a little bit. I gotta get it over to the side of me.
You're good. You're good. We can
Switching gears a little bit, this is a facial serum that is a neurocosmetic. You guys, this is pretty incredible, incredible stuff. So we are the only company right now, the only ones that have a neurocosmetic that has the skin brain connection. They found out that there is a skin brain connection. So when you put this on, it's going to help your skin look good. It's going to help, so that it helps with fine lines and wrinkles and discoloration. I mean, it's an amazing product, but also due to that skin brain connection, they found that it's going to help you feel better. feel better, you guys. It's going to help raise the dopamine. Isn't that crazy? So you put it on to help your skin look better, but it's going to help you feel better. And who doesn't want to feel better? I mean, who doesn't want to have a raise in their dopamine levels? Like that's a big deal, right? And right now, you know, it's a season where sometimes our skin can feel drier. Well, it's going to help so that your skin doesn't feel so dry. How about SAD, seasonal affect disorder? Have people heard of SAD? Well, you know, what if you could raise the dopamine level? So I just think this product is incredible. I mean, we aren't hardly able to keep it on the shelves. We did sell out of it with our first run. We have more on stock. I mean, when they knew this product was coming out, knowing it's coming out and it's going to be a hot product, they flooded the shelves thinking it'll be a hot product, but we'll have enough. Guess what? Even flooding the shelves, they sold out of it, you guys. Sold out of it. Now we have more and it just goes like hotcakes. It's just incredible to know that we have the only neurocosmetic. So I'm going to give it to you, Dr. Phil.
Thanks. You're absolutely right. And one of the things, so you talked about skin, hair, and nails for collagen, right? That's what we think about a lot, right? I was doing some research on the ingredients of Visage, and it kind of blew me away. And even just we could do a whole show just on this, on the bakuchiol, that's BAK for short. All the studies that are coming out that are in journals for just this one ingredient are amazing. So there's a lot of creams with collagen in it, right? But what the studies are finding with the collagen that they're using a lot of animal collagen, and it's not even being absorbed into the skin because the molecules are too big. Hey, Paul, could you mute your microphone?
You know what else is too big?
Thanks. It's also an antioxidant. So the BAK is an antioxidant. I mean, this is what was blowing me away. It's anti-inflammatory. It's anti-aging. It exerts a protective effects for the heart, liver, skin, and other organs. It inhibits the proliferation of cancer cells. So we're going back to the cancers.
Yeah.
And not just skin cancer. The BAK inhibits the proliferation of cancer cells in the stomach, breast, and skin. So I mean, that ingredient by itself could make an entire serum, but they have so many incredible ingredients in this. And what you're seeing is it's actually nourishing the collagen that's in your skin. It's actually helping it to be more healthy in your skin instead of wiping collagen on your skin, hoping that you're going to absorb it. So it's an incredible serum that they've come up with.
So impressive. So impressive. Well, we have a testimonial. Let's go over to Paul.
Hi, I'm Paul Limburg. I'm from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada, and happy to give you a little tidbit about the use of Visage. And here we go. It's
Awesome.
It's truly been a game changer. I've probably been using it now for about 3 weeks, and within 2 days, really noticed a flattening of the skin, some elasticity. And I used to have a headache on the left side of my head. Can't make any claims or anything, but it disappeared all of a sudden. And touch wood, it's disappeared and hasn't returned. And so, yeah, it's made me look like 25 years old again, all over. I'm thankful for that one.
Wow.
So,
Right?
Awesome.
yeah, so yeah, I use it as my morning routine, shower, shave, and put it on. And in the evening, sometimes when I'm going out as well, I put it on for a second time. And yeah, so got to reorder the stuff and get going. And it's been a game changer, really enjoying it.
Well, you look
That's
really good,
amazing.
Paul. You
Yeah,
look
you do.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for sharing.
And
Yeah.
I have a little secret, you guys. Some of you may have heard me share this before, but it's unnecessary, but I like to keep this in the fridge. You don't have to keep it in the fridge. I just enjoy it in the fridge because after I wash my face and then I put it on and it's nice and cold and fresh. Oh, to me, it just feels extra good. It feels good no matter what, but to put it on a fresh, clean face, cold out of the fridge, ooh, there's just something special about that. So
Sure.
just something I do, not necessary.
Yeah, there was something else that came up in the studies on that ingredient that's in Visage that I thought is really kind of really important. There's if you have a heart attack, a lot of times when the blood goes back to that area, so it cuts off blood, right? A heart attack often cuts off heart to certain areas of the heart. When blood goes back into those tissues, it can damage the tissues. And they haven't found, at least I think it was 2013, the study that I was reading, they haven't found any therapies to help with that. And that ingredient in Visage, bakuchiol, they have found that it actually helps to ameliorate or make better those tissues in the heart after a myocardial infarction. So
Wow.
it's incredible what that one, and just a kind of a personal story. One of our staff gets a pretty nasty, it looks like maybe a yeast infection or something in her fingers. It just gets really bad, angry and red, and it starts oozing, and it gets really bad for several weeks. And I had her put it on twice, and she said that evening it already scabbed up. It usually doesn't scab up. It takes forever for it to scab up because it usually just drains and does a lot of things. It started scabbing up right away, and that was Thursday. By the time I saw her on Monday the next week, it was almost all the way healed, and it was
Wow.
looking amazing. Yeah. So
Wow. Yeah,
it's
that's huge.
impressive.
That's well, right. I mean, so not only, I mean, because when that happens on I mean, our hands are showing all the time, like that would be slightly embarrassing. So to know that you helped her to take that away, but also the itching and burning, and I mean, that would
Right.
hurt too. So it'd be a
Mhm.
little embarrassing and a little painful. So to know that you helped somebody like that, I mean, that just feels good. When we can help people, that just feels good.
Right. I would imagine you could use it for shingles and acne. Definitely for acne, because the allantoin is another ingredient that's in there. It's actually, the studies are showing that it's one of the good things about allantoin is that it helps with wound healing. So, and I put it on myself, I put it on injuries like that, and it didn't burn or anything. There's no burning. It didn't burn her hand. It was all cracked and it didn't burn. So a lot of these would it help with dermatitis? Um, I don't know. I don't know, but there's a good possibility that it would. There's a very
Yeah,
good
I mean,
possibility.
I think I don't think, I mean, I'm not a doctor, obviously, but I would think it would be worth a try.
Yes, I agree. I agree with that.
Well, we're at the top of the hour, everyone. I wanna respect everyone's time. I wanna thank you so much, Dr. Phil, for being on tonight, sharing your so much wisdom. I mean, worlds of wisdom. We can't thank you enough. I want to thank each and every testimonial that was shared tonight. That is just so powerful, you guys, to hear all of those testimonials. And we're just so happy that you were willing to share and share from your hearts. And I just want to say for those of you that would like to try these products, would like to get some of these healthy living products in your body to start feeling better, looking better, aging gracefully. I know I want to age gracefully. Get with the person who invited you on the Zoom tonight. Let them know, I would like to try some of these products or all of these products or one of these products, whatever it may be. And they can send you a link and you can try some of these products. You can order up these products and you can start feeling better, looking better, and being like, oh my goodness, and creating your own testimonial. Now, we also want you guys to know there is a business side to this. There is a business side. And you know what? If you're going to use these products and you're going to have these powerful testimonials, why not create a little bit of residual income, right? Because other people are going to want to use these products. And when people keep using products that they love and have a testimonial, well, I mean, why not create that residual? So if that's something you're interested in, the person that invited you on this Zoom, they can share a video with you. They can just let them know, I'm interested in learning more about how to create an income from these healthy living products. And they can share a video with you tonight that you can watch in your spare time at your leisure and go, oh my goodness. So just let the person know who invited you on this Zoom, whether you're interested in being a customer or you're interested in seeing a little bit more how you can create a business that you can do simply from your phone, from the comfort of your
Absolutely.
home, in your pajamas, whatever it may be, having your favorite drink. And you know what, you guys, we're just happy that you joined us tonight, took some time out, sat on a Zoom with us, hopefully enjoyed your favorite drink. I know we all got a lot of great information from Dr. Phil. So before we head out, let's just do a cheers to Dr. Phil and all the testimonials. Cheers.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody. Thank you so much, Lori and Greg. And you know, like you guys were saying the other day, you've made it so simple for us. You've broken it down so simple. You can make such an amazing business out of this. I mean, sharing is caring, right? You can share how these products are benefiting you and how they've benefited others and how others can create a business out of this. Bring two, help them bring two. And you just rinse and repeat, like Greg says. It's so easy. And Greg and Lori have done it. It's amazing. So yes, cheers everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. We love you all, and God bless.
Good night.